Welcome back to Strength, Strategy, and Mindset. This is day number 64. I'm Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for Endocrinology. Here I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted, and we are living limitless lives. Remember, we're not allowing anything from outside or anything from inside to prevent us from doing what we need to do. We are presenting our best self, our best health, and the best plans for our lives. And here we are as we walk through another amazing routine that we're going to be running and jumping into, starting with our warm-ups, then through our circuit, and then our cool down. Last time we were concentrating on the core, right? Remember, back to the core. And we are this week going back to our theme of consistency. Once again, each day that you show up, each point that you put in, each time that you push through, you are building a constant. Did I say constant? You're building a constant history of consistency. So let's go ahead, let's jump into our exercise. We'll continue the same routine that we've been doing. The first thing we're gonna do is do our warm-up. Remember, this is designed to increase the temperature in our body, get the blood flowing, get the heart rate up, get those joints a little looser than they would normally be as we move through the exercises. So we're gonna start with our arm twists. Go ahead and grab your dumbbells if you're using those. If you are not using dumbbells, we're going to do the isometric version, just using your fists. And then we'll move through that. So I'm going to do 10 of these, 10 forward, 10 backwards. Actually, yep, here we go. 10 forward, 10 backwards. And let's go ahead and get started. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to go ahead and put one of these down and move over to the doorposts. We're going to do our cross-body leg swings, and we're going to do 10 on each leg with a 5 count as we go from left to right. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. Moving to the other leg. Same thing. 5 count as we do from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 10. Now let's go ahead and we're going to do our forward reaches. Remember, we're still adding that concept of the core, right? So make sure your feet shoulder width apart. Activate that core, maybe pulling that belly button in just a little bit, just like when you take a picture. And for those of you who are not using weights, the idea is as we reach forward, right, that we are tightening, tensing the chest muscles, the muscles in the arm, the neck muscles, right, and pushing as far as we can beyond, imagining that we are beyond those fingertips, okay? For those of you with weights, you get the idea. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do 10 of these with a 5 count at the forward reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. And that gives us our 10. All right. And so here we're going to go ahead and do our high knee marches and try to standardize that upper body, lower body, lower body. So we'll do our high knee marches here. Remember, the goal is to get those knees as high as possible. And we'll be doing a 1-2 count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? So that's the rhythm that we want, or the beat that we want. So activating the core once again. And let's go ahead. We're going to do this for 60 seconds, okay? And let's get started. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on, get those knees up, keep that rhythm going. Probably feel your body warming up already, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Get those joints going. That lower body warmth coming up. 1, 2, 1, 2. 30 seconds more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Keep going, keep going, keep going. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 15 seconds. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, let's get that last 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, ooh. Oh yeah, you feel that temperature? All right, let's go ahead and we're going to get down to the floor. We're going to do our pelvic tilts. All right, so the idea of the pelvic tilts, we've got our feet flat on the ground. And actually, let me take these off. So with our feet flat on the ground, and we are going to tilt our hip up, and we want to tilt so that we can get a fist below our lower back and the floor. So we want to get that high enough, and we're pushing up through the heel. We're pushing up through the heel as we do that. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna do 10 of these with a 5 count when we get to the top and hold. All right, so I put my hands usually on the ground. You can put your hands so that you can make sure that you're going high enough, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Call that 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 10. Right? All right, so let's go ahead and get to our workout bench, as we move into the dumbbell presses. And we're going to do 3 sets of 8 as we've been doing. Once again, working on going pretty rapidly from one set to the next. In fact, the first 2 sets we'll try to see if we can go directly. If you need to modify that, if you need to adjust that by changing number of sets, number of reps, even changing the weights, either up or down, depending on where you are, go ahead and do that. All right, here we go. Ready? And we're gonna go up and down. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, that's 3, up. 1, 2, that's 4, up. 1, 2, that's 5, up. 1, 2, that's 6, up. 1, 2, that's 7, up. 1, 2, that's 8, up. 1, 2, that's 1, up. 1, 2, we've gone into the second set, up. 1, 2, that's 3, up. 1, 2, that's 4, up. 1, 2, that's 5, up. 1, 2, that's 6, up. 1, 2, that's 7, up. 1, 2, that's 8, up. 1, 2, that's 9, up. 1, 2, that's third set, up. 1, 2, that's 2, up. 1, 2, that's 3, up. 1, 2, that's 4, up. 1, 2, that's 5, up. 1, 2, that's 6, up. 1, 2, that's 7, up. 1, 2, that's 8. Alrighty. Ooh. So that's pretty good. So we went directly into the sets from 1 to the second to the third. Of course, the counting, we're gonna have to remember. I get so caught up in getting into the set that but you get the idea. Basically, we're doing 3 sets of 8, which would be a total of 24. So theoretically, we can count all the way through, but just so that we are keeping those sets in mind, okay? Let's go ahead and we're gonna do our seated knee extensions, 10 alternating each leg with a 5 count in between. And remember, our tweak for this is we're trying to lift that leg as high as we can as we do that extension with that 5 count. So let's go ahead and let's get started. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. All right. So go ahead and we're going to do our press and curls. So go ahead and grab your dumbbells. All right. And let's go ahead and get started. Get the feet shoulder width apart, activating the core, pulling that stomach in just a little bit. And let's go ahead and go. And we're going to go up and twist and up and down and twist and lower. And up and twist and up and down and twist and lower. And up, twist, press, down, twist. That's 3. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 4. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 5. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 6. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 7. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 8. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 9. Oh, I've gone into the second set, by the way. Up, twist, press, down, twist. That would be 2. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 3. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 4. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 5. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 6. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 7. And one more, come on. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 8. All right, so we're going to take a break between that second and third set. Whew. Strength, strategy, and mindset. All right, so those last 2, I think I was holding it just a little awkwardly during those sets. So I began feeling that right in here, which we don't want, right? So you want the muscles to be doing the work, not the joints. So we don't want the joints. So give just a couple more seconds, and then we'll get into the last set. All right. And ready? Here we go. And up, twist, press, down, twist. 1. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 2. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 3. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 4. Up, twist, press, down, twist. 5. Up, twist, press, and down, twist. 6. Up, twist, press, and down, twist. 7. One more, here we go. And up, twist, press, and down, twist. 8. Whew. Yeah, those last ones were really started feeling those. I think those just had to do with the angle I was using. So as you saw, I was actually adjusting, holding different forms at different heights as I was going through that. In that last set, what I was really trying to do is when you do curls, where you're coming up to about here, and then twisting and trying to go from there. So probably up, twist, press is what right? Because what I want to do is I want to target these muscles, and that comes from bringing the weights from this position up to about right here. Anything beyond that, really you're not targeting those muscles at that point anymore, right? So up, twist, and press, okay? So really targeting those muscles right about here, right? So when you're doing those curls, right? So that's the motion. Anyway, so that's what you saw me doing there. Let's go ahead and let's move into our squats. And we'll start with the isometric and then do the dumbbell and then go to the kettlebell. All right, so let's move into our squats. We're going to start with the isometric version and then move into the dumbbell and then finally the kettlebell. And so feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Activate the core, pulling that belly button in just a little bit. We're going to press our palms against each other. We're going to go down, started by acting like we're sitting and then bending the knee. When we're coming up, we're pushing through the heel. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get started. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Go ahead and grab the dumbbell and pushing in just like we were doing with the palms. Feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Bending sitting, act like you're sitting. And then let's go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. A little longer break here, a few more seconds, and then we'll get to the kettlebell. And then into the hammer curls. All right, let's get that kettlebell, get into position, activate the core, and let's go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Whew. And get these back to the floor. And our dumbbells. And once again, this is going to be we're going to go as quickly as possible from one set to the next. It's a little bit of a break here. So set 1, set 2, definitely. And then set 2 to set 3, maybe a little bigger, longer break. So you should, at this point, have your 5-minute circuit. In fact, when was that? A couple of days ago, I was at the office, just kind of, we'd gone to, everybody had gone to lunch, and I was in my office, just kind of waiting to start back. And so I was like, okay, I'm not doing anything. Let me just do a circuit. So that 5-minute circuit that we created, perfect time to do that. Perfect time for you. You're at office, you are somewhere and just kind of waiting. Yeah, jump in and do the circuit. Now you may not be carrying kettlebells around with you or dumbbells, but you can certainly do forward reaches, you can do arm twists, you can do cross-body leg extensions, you can do squats, you can do isometric weightlifting. All of those are things that you can do. All right, let's go ahead and get these dumbbells and feet shoulder width apart. Activate that core, and we're going to bring the dumbbell across to the opposite chest, quickly up and then slowly as we go down. Ready? And here we go. and up, and down, and up, and down. That's 1, up, and down, and up, and down. That's 2, up, and down, up, and down. That's 3, up, and down, and up, and down. That's 4, up, and down, up, and down. That's 5, up, and down, up, and down. That's 6, and you want those muscles to be doing that. Down, up, and down. That's 7. You're not throwing your weight, your body, down and up and down. That's the first set. Let's move into the second set. Up and down, up and down. That's 1, up and down, up and down. That's 2, up and down, up and down. That's 3, up and down and up and down. That's 4, up and down, up and down. That's 5, up and down, up and down. That's 6, up and down, up and down. That's 7, up and down and up and down. That's 8. We're going to keep going up and down, up and down. That's 1, up and down, up and down. That's 2, up and down, up and down. That's 3, up and down, up and down. That's 4, up and down, up and down. That's 5, up and down, up and down. That's 6, up and down, up and down. That's 7, up and down and up and down. That's 8. Yeah. All right. Very good. And so our sets are usually going to be sets of 10 to 15. So good job. They're going directly from set 1 to 2 and 3. So we actually did 24 right in a series. We'll come back and next week we'll talk more about extending those. And one point here that I want to make is that our MOVE campaign, right, metabolic optimization via exercise, MOVE, a component of that, of course, is the strength training that we're doing, but also a component of that is walking, right? So walking, so make sure that you're not neglecting that. We will be actually doing some episodes this week on the walking. So we'll be doing some walking as we are moving through the week. So stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and we're going to get back to the floor. We're going to do our dead bugs. Then we'll move into our lateral raises and then our balancing exercise. So we'll have our legs up in the air and we want those calves to be parallel with the ground. Arm up, and we're going to be alternating, right, extending the left leg with the right arm and then back and alternating on the other side. I need to move up a little bit because I'm hitting that workbench, okay? So let's go ahead and there we go. Right, let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to do 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right, so let's get back to our lateral raises. So we'll get our dumbbells. All right. So again, once again, activating the core, feet shoulder width apart, pulling that belly button in just a little bit. And we're going to do 3 sets of 8. And as you know, with this one, we're not counting out them like we have been doing the others. Just kind of keep track. And we're going to try to go directly into, well, as quickly as possible. Let me keep saying that. All right? Ready? And here we go. And up, and down, and up, and down, up, and down, and up, and down, up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. And this is the last one for that set. Next set. Here we go. Ready? And up, and down, 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 and up, and down. All right, so we're going to take a break here between these 2 sets. So I was talking a little earlier about the MOVE campaign, metabolic optimization via exercise. So all of those, all the things that we do in moving, all of that has benefit in terms of our metabolism. How do we improve our insulin resistance? How do we continue to become stronger? How do we get toning? How do we decrease our blood sugar, decrease the insulin in our body? And ultimately, how do we reverse or get that metabolism back on track? So make sure that you are not neglecting that. We'll be talking more about that in this week, actually, and in the week coming, about doing that. We'll be doing some walking. All right, so back to the core. Back to the core. All right. All right, let's go ahead and get into this last set. And we're going to do, once again, a set of 8. And ready? And here we go. And up, and down, 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 and up, and down. That was 7, and up, and down. That's 8. All right. And then go ahead and grab dumbbells again. This time with the little heavier ones as we get into our balance and exercise. And as you know, balance is an important concept, tremendously important here in our workout space as we are trying to get stronger, improving the tone in our body, improving our metabolism. Balance is very important because all the activities that we do, all the exercises that we do really require balance. Whether we're doing the cross-body leg swings, whether we're doing squats, or we're doing curl and presses, even as we're doing the dead bugs and doing the pelvic tilt, we want firm ground, firm foundation below us, and we want to be in balance. Can you imagine what would happen if we had, if our equilibrium was dysregulated? And so balance is very important in this space, but also in our lives, because when we are not in balance, then things are wobbly, things are unsure, things are uncertain, and our wheel of life, right? That wheel of life that we're going through, the domains of health, all of those are in jeopardy when we're not balanced. So we want to make sure that we are paying the appropriate attention to all the aspects of our lives. But one point that I want to make is being off balance does not stop you, right? So the things don't move as smoothly, but just because you're off balance doesn't mean you're incompetent or incapable. It means that your job at that point is to try to get back as much as possible into balance so you can continue doing what you're doing. You see here sometimes when I'm lifting, right? So I have to pause for a minute or push my foot down or recalibrate or reorient myself to keep balance. So I don't stop, but I keep going. Very important point for you. And that comes really from this idea of getting balance as we are working through this circuit. So let's go ahead and get into that. We're going to do a 10 count alternating each leg with a 5 count, a 10 set alternating each leg with a 5 count in between the legs. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started and shift. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. All right. Go ahead and get these down. And then let's move into our centering, cooling down. And so just like getting started, we warm up and we went through the routine because we were focusing on form, focus, foundation. Here, we want to make sure that you're taking the appropriate time to kind of cool down here at the end, right? Get those muscles begin relaxing. As you're working out, sometimes our breath is a little shallow, and so here we get a chance to expand those lungs, take big, deep breaths, get that much needed oxygen in because our muscles have been working. They've been under tension. They've been having resistance. And so now we give them big bursts of oxygen, right, to bring that much needed energy that they want. And also, as we bring those big breaths in, then we get to expand, or we get to push out the carbon dioxide that builds up as a result of the lactic acid that's coming through the body as we are doing these exercises. All of that here is very important at the end that we do that. And then, as we are here talking, the temperature in our body is starting to go down, right? The heart rate is slowing a little. Yep. You can feel it. You can feel it. And we're feeling the ground beneath us. Just like we talked about balance a little while ago, without stable ground, without stable foundation, it can be challenging to get into balance, right? Because we need stability. Can you imagine if the ground was shifting or if there was soft ground and every time I stood, it gave way? That would not make for a good workout. That would not make for a good balance. And same thing here in our lives. We want to make sure that we are on firm foundation. So you may find yourself at times in conversations, in situations where things seem a little unsteady. Find a piece of ground and put your feet, plant them right on the ground solidly. And know that from this position, from this place, you can adjust and you can make changes and you can figure out what's going on, trying to get yourself back into balance. And so right now, go ahead and feel the ground below you. Right? It's firm. You may rock a little bit so you can feel, get the sense that this ground is able to support you, able to hold you. If you're outside, go ahead and take your shoe off. You can feel the grass between your toes. You can feel the earth. You can feel, if you're on the beach, feel that the sand going through the toes. And when they do studies, they show that this has the ability to calm people, right? This connection that we're making to the ground. And so right now you're grounded and you feel the tension. Imagine it flowing through from the top of your head into your neck, into your chest, your arms, your upper chest, lower chest, abdomen, into your hips, into your legs, into your shins, into your calves, into the ankle, into the feet, and then pushing through the ground. And all that tension is going. And you're relaxing, relaxing, you're relaxing. And then let's do some breathing in and out, breathing in and out. We're going to do in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. We can do that 5 times as we breathe in fresh oxygen, breathe out the carbon dioxide. Breathe in energy, breathe out weakness. Breathe in success, breathe out failure. Breathe in the positivity, breathe out negativity. Strengthen the inner coach as we breathe in and weaken the inner critic as we breathe out. So big deep breaths, and then the 5th one, we're going to hold it for 5 counts. Let's go ahead and get started. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 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 And this one we're going to hold it after 5 count. In through the nose. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathe out. And just feel the muscles relaxing. Feel the tension dissipating. Beautiful. All right, and once again, let me grab my hat. So day number 64, that's right, 64 days you've been here. 64 times you've shown up, 64 times you've said yes, 64 times, you made a choice for yourself. 64 times you say, I'm important. 64 times you've pushed through, 64 times you've been consistent, and that is amazing. I want to applaud you for your decision, right? So I want you to think back. I want you to think back to day 1, right? When we started, you didn't think you could make it. You didn't think you could push through. You didn't think you could do a curl. You didn't think you could do a curl and press. And then the dumbbells and the dead bugs and the cross-body leg swings and right on and on and on. And here you are 64 days in and you're continuing to push through because that's what limitless living says. That we're not allowing anything from outside or anything from inside to prevent us from doing what we need to do. We're showing up and we're pushing through the barriers. We're pushing through the boundaries. We're not staying within those constraints. We're not letting anything from outside or anything from inside prevent us from doing what we need to do. We're showing up with our best selves, with our best health and our best plans for our lives. And we are going to be, or we are limitless. I'm proud of you. Continue pushing through. This is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Woode with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. Here I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, and go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted, and we are living limitless life. And you go now and live a limitless life. And we'll see you for day number 65 of strength, strategy, and mindset.